Hey air signs, this is Ascension Empress with your March 2020 general reading. Thank you so much you all for your patience, for your support, and welcome if you are new. Do not hesitate to like, share, and subscribe, and comment how this resonates with you if you are comfortable. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Happy Mercury direct, but please be mindful that the energies still take about 10 days afterwards to, smooth on out that storm. So don't jump down nobody's throat quite yet, because I know some of y'all have been tested. Got a lot of page energy around y'all's energy lately. But yeah, you can also follow me at Ascension Empress on Instagram, and I'll have like little updates and personal reading specials, all of that stuff. Go with the flow. But yeah, I'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Hey girl. And we're just gonna go ahead and get into this. This is for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And yeah, just take what resonates with you. Very interesting. So we have four. Oh, I didn't see that behind it. I love. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all what I saw first. So we have the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, which is very interesting. I'm going to lay just back like this so we can talk about this story. And the Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, to me is saying that there is some decision that some of you are maybe making about a skill or a talent that you may have, or something, some work that you've invested a lot in. Going forward, you may feel like you're in a bind. You may feel stuck. You may be all in your head about this situation, or I'm getting that you're having to make a decision about how much more work you're going to be putting into something. For some of you, it's how much work are you going to be putting into someone who's constantly making you feel like you don't know what you're talking about, or they're gaslighting you, or they're making you feel crazy, that manipulation, the deceit as well. Someone's also working hard to make someone feel stuck, make someone feel they're playing on their tendency. Like someone knows that someone has a tendency to get in this Eight of Swords energy, and they're too hard on themselves. They have trouble seeing their way out, thinking their way out of it as well. There's a pattern in the way they talk to themselves. Yeah, especially there's a habit as well. Let's see. This is very interesting. Oh, but the card behind it, boom, we have the Ace of Cups. So there is a renewal to a situation as well. I'm going to actually leave this right here because this is very strong. So I'm getting that this Eight of Pentacles is underlying the reading. And there's an opportunity right now here in this present to renew. There's a spiritual awareness as well. Some of you may be, there's another level of spiritual awakening, I get. And so this may have some people feeling, I'm not sure. But as well, I told, who did I tell? I told the earth signs, with Mercury going direct, there's a lot of happiness and maybe refreshing for a lot of people. But some of you were asked during the retrograde, is it going to be this? Or is it going to be this? So what did you work towards? Is what I'm getting. Because Pisces Mercury retrograde is all about, our emotional completion, spiritual renewal, regeneration. And then we have the Virgo full moon, the super worm moon. And if you think about that, that's very beautiful, because worms represent a spiritual renewal and all that nurturing. And then the robins come out, which represent new beginnings. So yes, let's see. What messages do we have? What is overlaying the reading? So overall, we have the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting Capricorn energy. Saturn ending its transit in Capricorn especially. It's that last question. It's that final question. what are you going to work towards? What fulfills you? What kind of work fulfills you? Not just, you know, that 9 to 5 or whatever you do to develop income. I'm getting that soul work too. We got a interesting. You know, it's time for you to be practical about this as well. You may already, there's a lot of earth energy. Because I'll keep going and going. We got the Talima Tarot deck to clarify. So let's see. I'm going to clarify this Two of Swords. What decision was to be made in the past? What decision was to be made in the past for my air signs? A decision about communication. Are you going to continue to communicate with someone? I'm getting a communication about emotions. Investments. Yeah, we had a lot of interesting energy around the time of the full moon, even before then. I think I still am going to do a follow-up reading for the full moon because I wanted to do it right before, but I wanted to experience the energies as well. So I am going to do a follow-up for everyone. But I'm getting, there's good news. You may have gotten some news and you're like, okay, I need to make a decision based off of this news. And you may have felt like you weren't too sure, of course, with the Two of Swords and the blindfold. But this is here. This was the opportunity. This was on the other side of you making a decision. And I'm getting, this is what a lot of my Aquarius has decided. You're deciding to be grounded about it. You're still deciding to focus on you. So if this is someone else or another job, another opportunity, I'm getting, you're still working on you. Whether it's your skill, whether it's your spiritual healing. Let's see, but you're taking a very practical approach. Oh, yep, there it is. I was going to say, what is this Eight of Swords about? And it's about whether or not you, oh my gosh, air signs. Come on, y'all. And I'm talking to myself too, okay? We have the Eight of Swords and clarifying, we have the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of my air signs are stuck in their head right now going forward about their creativity, their talent, their gifts. But you got the Ace of Cups here. And you may not be sure which way, how to go about it, which way to take that. Like, it's Seven of Cups energy, but on a whole nother level. Like, this is all in your head. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. It's telling you to relax. Relax going forward. Cut all the Eight of Swords in half. We have 4. They said cut it out. Spirit said, I gave you a cup, so don't you go worrying. I'm also getting have faith. Don't worry about the details with this Eight of Swords. Don't worry, walk with the blindfolds because that'll actually create you a masterpiece. And you will be very, very, very satisfied with it with the Four of Swords. There we go. I'm like, I know those ones will come out too. Boom. It's very, very satisfied. You have the Six of Pentacles. So, yes, this may be a side hustle for a lot of people is what I'm getting. Because you're trying to find a balance between continuing to sharpen your skills, continuing to put in that work and to build up. I'm getting product. I'm getting clientele, inventory. So a lot of you are ready to start a business and this is tied to your creative talents, your creative ideas and visions. And Pisces definitely brought up a lot of that energy for a lot of people. Creative and renewal as well. But with this Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, this is telling me that someone is going to want to give and receive, or if you are starting a business, your products are going to be high in demand. People are going to pay the price as well. And this Eight of Pentacles is telling me, as well as the King of Pentacles at the very top of the reading, don't play yourself when it comes to your prices. Charge your worth. Be reasonable. And yeah, so that may be what a lot of you are, if this is someone who's deciding to take a business approach or start a business or entrepreneurship, this Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands is like knowing when to communicate, I'm getting calculative marketing. Interesting, very interesting. What is this Ace of Cups about? I said the Ace of Swords. Very beautiful. The Ace of Cups I'm getting is here for a lot of people who decided that they're going to go with the flow with this energy. It's hard for me to describe it at this point, but to be in a state of gratitude and to be having this Ace of Cups after all that has happened over the last few weeks, as well as Venus conjunct Uranus, can be a lot. But I just get, y'all have taken on this earth energy. But that retrograde, when it retrograde in Pisces, and then it began to slip back into Aquarius for a lot of people. So that air energy could have had a lot of people really, focused, as well as this Taurus energy. And then we got this Capricorn energy, and then we have Saturn leaving Capricorn going into Aquarius. So this, and then the earth energy, there's a lot of earth energy here, a lot of earth energy. But this Virgo full moon is bringing up a lot. You're realizing, a lot of my air signs are realizing not to implement too much Virgo energy. Yep. Okay, so that's what this Eight of Swords going forward is saying, that there's a potential for you to get caught up in that. There's a very, very good potential. Like the Virgo full moon happened, 3 days ago? But it's still very, very much significant. So be mindful, because this King of Pentacles is telling me that there is opportunity here. There's also, I'm getting monetary gain. But your decision to look at things from a different perspective and being calculative in who you give and receive with, what you're spending, what you're receiving as well, all plays a role in this spiritual renewal, in this new year, in this new you that is becoming. So let's see. Very interesting how that came out. What message does this King of Pentacles have for us? The Knight of Swords. I'm getting this, be grounded. So one is saying to take action on your ideas, because all of this is very, very, very beautiful ideas. But also to be grounded in your communication. We talked about that going into the past. It said don't forget, be humble as well. But don't be so quick to cut others out. Remain at peace. Remain somewhat unbothered. Tap in. This is that tap in energy that I've been talking about with Pisces energy for a very while now, if that makes sense. But this tapping in, being at peace, really loving what you do, getting out of your head. I'm getting the writer's block as well. You'll find a lot of beauty even in the midst of writer's block. So let's see. What is the overall message for my air signs? Ooh, the Lovers tried to pop out. So what is my overall message? I am getting continues to stay in the state of gratitude, because it's just going to keep overflowing this Ace of Cups. Okay. Oh! Ooh, well, we'll go take it there. I can see, y'all ain't got much time. We got the Ace of Swords and the Judgment. That's pretty straightforward, y'all. The overall message. It's time. It's time to get clear. It's time to be clear in communication, in what you're going to do in your purpose. So, that's a lot. I'm getting truth as well is coming to the surface. So if there's, you got the Two of Swords here and the Ace of Swords. So, yes, y'all. Let me know how that resonates with you. We're just going to leave it at that. And that is your reading. Thank you so much again for all your love and your support. And if you would like a personal reading, you can email me at ascensionempress@gmail.com. I'll put that information in the description box. And thank you again for all your love and your support.